We have a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership offering a buy one, get one free.
What are Jeep's most common issues?
Which Jeep are we talking about here?
Is it really? Oh my God.
Not even possible. 24 Wagon Ear.
Wow, these have tanked.
They just die.
All right, it's finally Friday, and I've got 3 great clips that all focus on Jeep. Buy one, get one free, $50,000 negative equity, and then looking at what mechanics have to say about them, which may be why they're coming up with these ridiculous ways to sell them. Welcome to the channel. As always, I want to thank everyone that has liked, commented, and subscribed. That is what is pushing out the videos, so thank you to everyone. Now, I've never owned a Jeep, but I've always heard a lot of negativity towards them. It's usually to do with 2 things: the price, and they're constantly breaking down. The first clip, the dealer is offering a buy one, get one free on Jeeps.
Y'all, the car market is officially out of control. We have a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership offering a buy one, get one free when you purchase a brand new 2023 Jeep Grand Wagon Ear at MSRP. They will give you for free a new 2025 Jeep Compass Sport. Here's the catch. The 2023 Grand Wagon Ear has an MSRP of $115,000, and then the Jeep Compass is a new 2025, so 2 model years ahead of the new 2023 Grand Wagon Ear. That Jeep Compass is probably worth like 35 grand.
$114,000 for a Jeep Wagon Ear, and they're throwing in a 2025 Compass. Come on. The Wagon Ear isn't even close to being a 100 grand vehicle to begin with, and they could toss in 2 Compasses, and it still wouldn't feel like a bargain. The dealer has simply baked the price of the Compass into the Wagon Ear sticker, and it's hoping somebody will fall for the illusion of a free SUV. Make that bundle look like a once-in-a-lifetime deal, when all they've done is shuffle the numbers. Would you actually believe you're getting a free vehicle here? Or does this just look like a really expensive sales trick? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
That Grand Wagon Ear deserves a discount of at least $35,000 if you were going to purchase it. And just to give you some context here, the 2023s, 2024s, and 2025 Jeep Grand Wagon Ears are not selling. I used CarEdge.com, and you can see this dealer's had this one for 336 days. So yeah, are you pulling the trigger on the buy one, get one free offer from Jeep? I don't think you should, but you know, maybe if you could get them to discount from MSRP, this could be worth it. Crazy.
Knocking $35,000 off the sticker doesn't make this look like a deal. Buy one, get one free is just a pricing trick. The second item is never actually free. The dealer simply keeps the price of the first vehicle high enough so that the profit covers a so-called free one. If a car lot pulls that move, it's a giant red flag for me. Maybe that kind of smoke and mirrors is just part of the car business, but it feels kind of shady, and I'd steer clear of anyone trying it. Not sure how many people would actually fall for it, but it sure comes off as more of a hustle than a bargain. Now let's jump into negative equity on a Wagon Ear. This one has to hurt.
Do you have something soft to collapse into? That's a new one. I like that.
He said, I'd love to see the eye roll from Doug on this, LOL. I said, I'll make sure we film this one. He said, LOL, LOL. It's worth maybe 45.
Is it really? Oh my God.
Not even possible. 24 Wagon Ear.
Wow, these have tanked.
They just die. They died very quickly.
Did he roll a bunch of negative into it?
Negative into it. He said, here's the goal. Trying to get out of the negative equity wheel of death in some type of high mileage option lease.
And he's telling us he's a high mile driver. His only option is an EQ, and that probably isn't going to work for him.
Well, he picked the car. He sent me it's an EQ 450. He said, that would be the car. I said, here's the thing.
Does he have money down?
I think he can.
People think rolling negative equity into a lease is going to fix things, because on paper it feels like instant relief. The lease payment often looks lower than the car loan, so the monthly bill drops and it feels like progress. Once the old loan is buried inside the new lease, it's out of sight, out of mind, which feels like a reset. Dealers make it sound like a smart move. We'll roll it in and get you into something new today. And the math behind it, negative equity, is confusing enough that most people don't realize that they're now paying interest on the old debt. When money's tight, that type of short-term relief can seem more important than the long-term cost. But all they've done is repackage the same debt, often with extra fees. So the hole just gets deeper.
Dude, last 2 days I've had one at $68,000 upside down.
So $68,000 upside down, and this one's what? This is about 55, 56? It sucks, it really does. And there's more to come.
Yeah.
This is the tip of the iceberg.
This is what's happened after.
The market was so elevated, and it's come back to normalcy so fast. What makes it worse is that you roll negative equity once, and then you don't stay committed to seeing it through. This is why people need to be leasing. I'm sorry, like I don't care what anybody says, but people take these 5-6 year finances because they want a manageable payment, and then they keep the car for 2 years.
You have to stay in it till the end.
But yeah, but nobody wants to do that. Everybody is on a 2 or 3, not everyone, but most people are on a 2 or 3 year cycle.
A lot of people fall into that trap of constantly upgrading their vehicle every 2 to 3 years. And it's exactly how negative equity builds up. They trade in the car before it's paid off, roll the remaining balance into the next loan, and repeat the cycle, each time dragging themselves deeper into debt. The truth is, the smartest move is to stick with the vehicle you have. Accept that depreciation and keep driving it until it's paid off, or no longer reliable. It might not be flashy, but by holding onto your car longer, you avoid stacking negative equity, lower your monthly payments, you actually start to build financial stability instead of chasing the illusion of status. Now, what the mechanics have to say about these.
What are Jeep's most common issues?
Timing chains.
What are Jeep's most common issues?
The 360s have oil cooler leaks.
What are Jeep's most common issues?
Death wobble, lower ball joints, track bar, power steering issues, oil coolers.
What are Jeep's most common issues?
Jeeps are very common with oil cooler leaking. They just leak a ton of oil. They always fill up the valley, set the check engine light off. Water pumps, very common concern on Jeeps. And then also Jeeps are notorious for a death wobble. I was actually just talking to a customer about a death wobble on their son's car. It's just at highway speeds, when they hit a bump, you just have a bit of a vibration from the front of the vehicle. So
The Jeep Wagon Ear costs over $100,000, and it's got issues like a death wobble, where the steering wheel shakes at high speeds. For that much money, you shouldn't have to worry about stuff like that. On top of that, repairs for something like this isn't cheap. Insurance could go up, and that car's going to lose value really fast. From a money standpoint, dropping that kind of cash on a vehicle that might give you problems like this is just asking for trouble.
unfortunately, yes, there are a few things that Jeeps are known for. Water pumps, oil cooler, suspension issues. That's a consistent thing here, but overall, Jeeps are a pretty good car.
Hey Ryan, what are Jeep's most common issues?
As weird as it is, like the blend door, like dash HVAC stuff.
Hey Kelly,
What's up?
what are some issues that Jeeps have?
Oh man, Jeeps, the newer Jeeps have totally integrated power module issues because they have a fuel pump relay that is internal with the circuit board. Stay away from those.
What are Jeep's most common issues?
Which Jeep are we talking about here?
All Jeeps.
All Jeeps. Let's just start with their wiring problems.
Fair enough.
There you go.
What are Jeep's most common issues?
Just empty every pocket.
Looking at the Wagoneer situation, it's a perfect example of how flashy deals can hide real money problems. You've got a $114,000 SUV that's got issues like a death wobble, recalls, and other reliability issues. These are all things you shouldn't have to deal with a six-figure vehicle. To buy one, get one free, it's not free. From a money standpoint, this is a disaster waiting to happen. Huge payments, tons of debt, surprise repair bills, and a car that's losing value fast. The smartest move? Stick with the car you can actually afford. Pay off whatever you owe, and don't get fooled by flashy upgrades or gimmicks. You'll save yourself tons of stress and money. I'm going to end the video here. Again, ask you to hit that like button, drop a comment, and consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.